losing them and about 500 veterans each and every day. Overhead right now, we have some aircraft from the Texas Flying Legends Museum. They're here to remind us, and in some cases to teach us, that our freedom, our liberty, and our way of life are still at risk. As Ronald Reagan once said, freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. These aircraft, all of them, are about 70 years old. They've been painstakingly restored. Not for mere entertainment, but they are amazing to see and hear, but they're symbols of the sacrifice that the members of the greatest generation made so that we can be free. The 6 aircraft, a B-25 Mitchell bomber, a Curtiss P-40K, a Grumman-designed General Motors-built TBM, a North American P-51, and a Chance-bought designed Goodyear-built FG-1D Corsair. A representation of the more than 275,000 aircraft that were produced in the United States during World War II, 10,000 horsepower. Another fighter with that group is a real Japanese Mitsubishi A6M0, not a replica. It's the exact kind of airplane that the Japanese used on the attack of Pearl Harbor, as we heard on December 7th of 1941, that brought us into World War II. The airplane now inbound from the left, but wait, the Zero is on the attack from the right. Nimble, maneuverable, powerful. Liquid-cooled Allison engine generating some 1,400 horsepower. It has chased still by a high-diving attack, and now has decided to run away to fight another day. The Japanese Zero pilot is feeling good. He'll come down low and then he'll pitch up and do a couple of victory rolls because he is scored a hit on a B-25 bomber. And it has chased away a B-40 Warhawk. The Japanese Zero was a surprise to American military planners. They didn't think the Japanese could do that. But the other thing the Japanese Zero had problems with was a float-type carburetor. It would quit when the engine got into negative G's. So even though it was very fast and very nimble, it did have some flaws. And as the Japanese Zero now comes through, he realizes he is being chased by an aircraft that became one of the most important fighters of all of World War II. That is the Chance going to die. The FG-1D, the bent-wing bird. Danny will tell you a lot more about that later, that the folks at Goodyear had been enlisted by the government to build parts for almost 26 airplanes during the war because they, in building their airships, understood just how much metal was necessary to maintain maximum strength without having to get away. And when Jack brought even more Corsairs,
Corsair now that's up to the Zero.
Of this much faster Corsair. We have a guns on the bandit on this one.
There he is.
The Japanese Zero is
Go
out.
get him.
The Corsair is in. The two 20mm cannons are no match for the speed at which the Corsair can dive, can climb. The Japanese Zero is outclassed by both the airplane and the pilot who understood now what the passion was. Do it quickly. The Corsair's name of this one is called Whistling Death. It was because of the sound that the Corsair made when it was in a dive, a low-level attack. 12,571 or so. The numbers are always different. The 4-point hesitation roll of the bent-wing bird. Extra 330 SC. He's going to climb up there and watch as the Goodyear Wingfoot 1 gets ready to do a little work with him. Get your cameras on movie mode, because as the Goodyear Wingfoot 1 comes by, it's going to shed some water, actually do a water drop to get out there, and Michael Goulian's going to circle around the brand new Wingfoot 1 in the Goodyear and Wheeling Aviation Airship 1 and the 330 SC for Michael. Oh, that's awesome. The previous Goodyear blimps could not pivot like this and do this kind of a spin. Michael joins the Goodyear blimp at AirVenture for this once-in-a-lifetime flight. As Mike Dougherty spins the Goodyear blimp, Michael wraps the Goodyear Extra 330 SC around the airship. Now watch him as it takes a bow. Ladies and gentlemen of Oshkosh, pitching up 30 degrees, and now Mike Dougherty pitches down 30 degrees to do a special bow for all of us here at AirVenture 2015.
Bloody hilarious, Jesse. Just one of the after-show departures. What a great sound. Wave, come on. And 261 beat. I think it's an Avion, but I'm not really sure, I'm guessing. Sounds good though.